Alright guys, welcome back here to South Shields on Football Manager 2019. Today we will be doing a doubleheader because why not? And the second game will be against our very first rival game against Gateshead. But before we get into that, let's take a look at how we've gotten on since the last time you saw us. So, last time we did take on Chesterfield in the first ever game in the National League, and we followed that up with another solid win. This time it was against Chippenham. It was a 4-1 win. Next up, we did get our first loss. It was a narrow defeat, but it was our first one of the season, so it kind of knocked us back down a peg. But after that, we went 2 games with a win and a draw. And now we've kind of hit a patch where we're kind of struggling a bit, where we got a loss against Sutton, a draw against Ebbsfleet, and then another loss against Billericay. But our first opponent today will be against Macclesfield, who are sitting in 12th place, while we are sitting in a solid 6th place on 14 points. We are in the mix of things here, but we've had a very solid start. Before the last 3 games, we were up in 2nd and 3rd, but our drop in form has seen us slide down the table just a couple places. Taking a look at our team, we have 2 new signings since the last time you saw us. Starting off in midfield, we have Harry Green, who will be playing in our box-to-box midfield position. He looks like a very solid pickup and will be a great partner alongside of Haygarth. And we have improved our defensive line with a French center back, Lindsay Yoan-Zuma, who I picked up from Bolton. He is an immediate upgrade over our previous starting center back pairing. He will be playing alongside Jake Barrett, so that sees Dylan Morse move over to the bench. But that is the team we will be fielding today. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And so yes, these guys are playing their very first game today. So we want to give them their numbers. We'll give 2 to our center back and our box-to-box midfielder. We will make him number 7. But let's go ahead and get this kicked off here at the Mariners Park. And we actually just finished the expansion on the stadium, so this is the very first game and the newly increased capacity. Free kick by Macclesfield, and then tested Connell, who made a save before it's followed up with an offside player. Oh, I thought that was a replay, but they had a free kick in literally the same exact spot, and it was saved in the same place. And I thought it was going to get called for it offside, but it didn't. 20 minutes in, we get our first action here, and we get a penalty off the corner kick. Blair Adams will take the penalty here, and he gets the goal. English was failing me there for a moment, but Blair Adams kicks it in from the spot for his first goal of the season and our first goal of the day. Another corner here from the Mariners. Falls to Harry Green, who gets a goal on his debut. What a way to make a name for yourself on your first game for a new club. Wright knocks it in. The defenders look like they got in the way of each other. Green picks it up, and he's not going to miss from there. So just like that, we are up 2 goals. Winding down the first half here, we get a throw in a dangerous position. Almost another penalty, but the ref waves that off. Still got the ball here, working it around the box. But it's cleared out, and Macclesfield are on the counterattack. But Barrett does well there to head it back to Kano, who calmly picks it up. Plays it long. Blair was not getting that one. Macclesfield are on the attack here again. Off the crossbar, but it's called for offsides there. And that looks like that'll be the end of the first half. There it is, yep. So we got a solid 2-goal lead. Keep this up. Looked pretty solid. Macclesfield has had a couple chances. So we gotta keep our level up here, where they can very easily get back into the game. They did make a sub at halftime to try and change some things up. Macclesfield has a great opportunity, and somehow they do not get a goal there. Unbelievable defensive work there to get back and stop that goal. "62 minutes gone. We're going to make our first sub here. We're going to bring on Nathan Lowe for Harry Green, who doesn't quite have the match fitness to be going a full game yet, but a solid 60 minutes and a goal in his debut for the club. We'll bring on Morse here for Barrett for the last 20 minutes or so of the game. And for the last sub, we'll bring on RC in. Game has kind of died down here the second half, which is alright by me since we have the lead. And a job well done from the boys here today with a solid 2-0 victory over Macclesfield. Alright, it's now time to take on Gateshead in the second game of this episode. Should be a very good game. Not only are they rivals of us, but they are also in third place, so it is 6 versus 3rd. Should be very entertaining for the fans and you guys watching as well. So, yep, they are local rivals of us. Fortunately, they are not fierce rivals, as those two teams are not playable, and not in playable leagues, I should say, at the moment. But without further ado, it is an unchanged lineup since last game. Let's go out there and give the fans something to cheer for in our first ever rivalry game. Asking me about a lone player before the game, or an on-trial player before the game. But we are off. Gateshead on the ball, looking to create something early here. But Green shuts that down, even if it was illegal. Gonna give the boys a bit of encouragement here. Gateshead looking pretty solid so far this first 20 minutes. As we calmly play it out of the back, like we're Barcelona over here, or Ajax. Over the ball top to Gilchrist, and he doesn't get the goal. Should have scored there. An excellent through ball for him. one-on-one with the keeper and he doesn't get a goal. And he has a chance with the header and he hits the crossbar. Gilchrist, you gotta get one here. Two big moments for Gilchrist to get a goal. But Blair Adams with the free kick now. And he doesn't recreate the magic from the playoffs last year, but he forces a save and gets a corner out of it. Second chance for Wright to whip it in, and it's blocked out for another corner. I'm liking the pressure that we're putting on here. Again, dealt by Gateshead, and the corner comes to nothing. Down to the last few moments of the first half. We've definitely played ourselves into the game there the last 25 minutes or so of the first half. We come out swinging. I feel a goal is coming. And I'm going to make a sub here, bringing on George Porter for Marley Blair. And again, we're going to bring on Low for Green. Made it a couple more minutes further this game, but not quite to full match fitness. And he just picked up a yellow card there. And final sub will be Thompson on for Wright. See if we can get a goal here in the last 10 minutes or so. Would be a huge, huge goal. Got the ball, Barrett plays it long. And he doesn't do well there. A very poor first touch. Porter should have squared it to Gilchrist. What? That was there for the taking. And he selfishly tried to take it in all alone when he had Gilchrist there and for support. And with that, the game ends in a goalless draw. Overall, I would definitely have taken that at the start of the game, but I felt like we edged Gatehead just a little bit, so it's a bit disappointing not to get the 3 points. But nonetheless, getting a draw against the third place team is still very good, and we'll see how the league table is shaping up after that game. We actually dropped down a place into 7th place. And Gateshead as well drops down a place. But we are still looking very solid. Not a lot of points separating us in first place and the teams around us. So we are still looking very good, and I'm feeling pretty optimistic about what we can achieve this season. But that is where this episode will be coming to an end. As always, if you've enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like. If you are new around here, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. But until next time, it's been your boy 147. See ya later.